Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Extreme Arena and Iowa Volleyball. I'm John Evans alongside my partner Reagan Coyle. Reagan, welcome back to Iowa Volleyball this weekend.
Thank you. I'm ready for some more.
Today Iowa takes on Rutgers, a team that they've met very recently. Iowa kicked off the Big Ten season with Rutgers 2 weeks ago, part of an opening weekend where Iowa went 2-0, best start in the Big Ten since 2008, and it was a good 5-set match, pretty exciting back and forth, two evenly matched teams.
5-set match against Rutgers. They're going to come ready to play. At least Hawkeyes, got our home crowd advantage here today, and so hope for a sweep today.
Yeah, good group. You try to figure out, I guess, who can make some adjustments. In the first match, Iowa was led by Malu Garcia, 17 kills in her first Big Ten match and part of her Big Ten Freshman of the Week weekend as she went on and had a good match against Maryland as well. Gabby Deary had 14 kills. Michelle Urquhart had 10 as Iowa hit 164 and found a way to win. Jenna Meitzler dished out 51 assists, and really Iowa won the serve and pass game. Eight aces, 7 errors in that first match. Rutgers had 4 aces and 12 errors. And Iowa was able to overcome Alyssa Kinkella, who set a program record for Rutgers with 29 kills as she hit 456 in the match. How was that for a right side?
That is very impressive. Yeah, she's definitely going to be one to slow down at the beginning of the set and try to keep a good block on her throughout the match.
Yeah, both teams had 14 blocks in the match, but it'll be interesting to see what Iowa does a little bit different to try to slow her down and create some challenges for her. At least she tooled the block well. She's not like some of the hitters Iowa has seen and will see in the Big Ten that are kind of flying over everybody and doing it with pure athleticism. There was a lot of crafty stuff going on that night.
Yep, going to need lots of discipline in the Hawkeye block tonight, keeping our hands pressed over the net throughout the whole contact and not making us an easy target to tool the blocks.
Iowa in the gold will have what's kind of become the usual starting crew. You'll have Jenna Meitzler, you'll have Gracie Gibson, you'll have Gabby Deary, Michelle Urquhart, Malu Garcia, and Hannah Whittingstall. Joy Gallus will be your libero. For Rutgers, Kenzie Deerstead is your libero. Allie Bareilles, Krista Dooley, Natalie Robinson, Anna Hartman, Allie Dutton, and the aforementioned Alyssa Kinkilla. She's 6'5". Not sure that she looks 6'5", but she's...
Yeah, she definitely doesn't look 6'5" sitting here.
She's kind of got that tall, long action to her, but Allie Bareilles will serve to start the match. Rutgers in black with red numbers. Fires it over. Gallus, good ball to Meitzler. Goes up. Middle attack. Gibson tips it in the hole and scores.
Smart tip to start off the match.
One of the things Iowa was able to take advantage of at Rutgers was that middle. The Rutgers defense kind of left, as you like to say, left the campfire open, and Iowa was able to take advantage there. Olivia Lombardi fires it down the line. Bad pass. Right side swing coming. Knocked over at Meitzler. Gallus steps in. Good platform to Garcia. Big swing, sharp cut. Dug up. Ball comes out to Kinkilla on the left. Good swing. Gallus gets a dig. Meitzler goes out to Urquhart. Dug by Deerstead. Kinkilla again. Blocked back onto the Rutgers side. Point Iowa.
Good press by Gibson. That was kind of an off swing for Kinkella. I think she was coming on her way down. She's laughing about it now. It wasn't the swing she wanted, but great block by the Hawks.
I think she had 30 swings before she made her first error in New Jersey, so that's good progress for Iowa. Lombardi hits the top of the tape and rolls back to the Iowa side, 2-1 Hawks.
Serving's going to be important in this match. Lots of service errors last match against Washington. It's something the Hawkeyes can clean up this game.
Lily Bolin in, she'll serve. Goes at Lombardi, off the net. Meitzler chases it down. High ball to Garcia. Not a great dig. Swing coming from Jesuits. Actually bumps it over. Gallus, Meitzler, Garcia. Sharp cross, misses wide, no touch.
I love that swing from Garcia. The sharp cross is open for her. She was one-on-one on that swing, just a little bit too wide.
Bolin again. Freshman pops it over. Gallus, bad ball. Chased down into the bench, and Gallus off the platform. A big high ball over. Deerstead steps in, takes it, middle attack. And that's bounced nicely off the floor by Dooley. Rutgers with 3 straight now have the lead.
That's just what you have to do with the free ball. Find your middle.
Dooley only played in the 3rd set when these teams met 2 weeks ago. 3-2 Rutgers. Gallus steps in front. Meitzler pushes it outside to Urquhart. No touch. Misses out, 4-2. Hawks with a couple hitting errors. And it's funny how it starts for Iowa. It starts with a service error and then can't stop the momentum. And that's an ace serve right off Lombardi's platform. 5 straight for Rutgers.
Just need some early communication there from the passing line.
Gallus uses hands. Meitzler to Gibson in the middle. Good dig there. Tipped over with the left hand. Meitzler takes it. Gallus out to Garcia on the right. Sharp cut again. It's dug up. Jesuits whiffs at it. Meitzler gets it. Gallus high ball over to Urquhart. Blocked. Hawks get a cover and get it over. Deerstead. Right side swing coming to Kinkella. She's blocked again. Urquhart and Gibson, and the Hawks steal one there.
It's a great ball by Urquhart, but even better up by Gallus, just being ready to send that ball right over the net after kind of a ping pong back and forth on the Hawkeye side. Good defense.
Yeah, that was 3 one-handed gets for Iowa there. Gallus knocks it over now. Good ball there. Right side to Kinkella again. Gallus gets it in the air but can't control it. Kinkella gets her first kill after a couple errors. 6-3 Rutgers. Kenzie Deerstead to serve now. I think she's going to serve short. At least the Iowa bench is geared into that. And she does get a good drop. Gallus, Meitzler, Urquhart, right down the line, but good dig there. Ball comes over short. Lombardi, Meitzler, Whittingstall, great set there, and Whittingstall hammers it home.
I love that 0 set by Meitzler. Just a little bit lower than a 1 set. Whittingstall's up in the air ready to attack that ball before it even gets out of Meitzler's hands. Such a quick ball.
Malu Garcia now to serve. 6-4 Rutgers, the big high toss. The big rip goes long. I've seen her do that in practice, and she's virtually automatic. The 2 times I've seen her roll it out in games, it's been a little bit more of a struggle. Alyssa Kinkella now back to serve for Rutgers. 7-4 Scarlet Knights. Kinkella floats it at Lombardi. Good ball to Meitzler. Slide to Whittingstall. Off the block, but dug up. Deerstead, big high platform over. Little miscommunication. Meitzler on the slide. Not good timing there, but the Hawks are able to get it on the good dump kill there. Diving play by Bolin, but she couldn't keep it on the Rutgers side.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Rutgers pick up tips a little bit better. I know the Hawkeyes scored a lot on tips the last time they played. Being ready behind the block like that. It means deep corners are going to open up.
How much of it is if your defense is set to play a certain way, it's just hard to make that adjustment too.
It is, yeah.
Urquhart fires it right at Kinkella. Decent ball outside now. Blocked and stays in bounds. Hawk block on Jesuits. That was Whittingstall and Meitzler with the block. Hawks have 3 early blocks. 7-6 now. Urquhart with the float into the net. The 3 blocks are maybe offset by 3 service errors here in the first 8 Rutgers points.
Feel like a broken record again from last game.
It's kind of the way the match went at Rutgers too. When Iowa got out of their own way, they seemed like the better team, but they got in their way enough they couldn't prove that. Back row Garcia sails it wide. Yeah, I mean, you have 3 Iowa hitting errors and no blocks for Rutgers. So they've all been balls that are hit out and 3 service errors. So Rutgers has 6 of their 9 points without having to touch the ball.
Yep.
Dutton to serve. Gallus. Meitzler pushed it up with one hand and didn't control it very well, and it's knocked back onto the Iowa side. 10-6. Give that kill to, I think that was Bareilles.
All about the serve and pass game right now.
Gallus uses hands. Meitzler goes outside to Deary, right down the line and scores. Good swing there from Gabby. Stops the 3-0 run. It's 10-7. Alyssa Warden in to serve for Hannah Whittingstall.
Nice swing by Deary down the line. That right back is playing pretty shallow. They have those deep corners open if they need it. Just got to swing high.
Warden knocks it down the line. Bad pass. Goes to the outside. Good sharp cross. Eats Warden up. Garcia high ball. Deary. Boy, finds her footing but never got over the net. On one hand, I like the aggression. On the other hand, just make sure it gets over. But
yeah, she was trying to find her feet a little bit. She was maybe going to jump, but then decided not to. And
it was just such a tough play. I mean, big high ball coming from beyond the end line. 11-7 Rutgers. Georgia Lee to serve. Gallus, good ball to Meitzler that time. Gibson scores. Good ball into the one corner.
Another one cross court into that deep one corner. It's going to be a great target.
11-8. Meitzler now to serve for the Hawks. Freshman comes forward, pops it over. Kinkella, good ball, middle of the floor. Off the block, dug up there by Urquhart. Meitzler goes outside to Deary. Block, covered by Deary. Meitzler turns around and pushes to Garcia. Good strong swing, and that ball ricochet all the way over on the Iowa side and out of bounds off Dutton. 11-9 with the Garcia kill. She did a good job getting her feet set there. She at first looked like she thought it was going to be too far outside. Then she settled in and realized where it was.
Yeah, it was a pretty quick low set. It's a good heads-up play.
Meitzler, strong ball, decent pass. Gallus, overpass, slam down. Deary's called in the net. She seemed to be the only one surprised, not surprised. Oh, her hair. I thought her hair was part of, yeah.
I didn't think hair counted.
I didn't either. 12-9 Rutgers on the net violation. Good serve there. Gallus, Meitzler, Gracie Gibson, good tip, but dug up. Middle attack, sails it long, no touch. Hawkeye point on the Dooley error, 12-10.
Wonder if that would have been a good one to challenge or not.
he seemed to know it was hair. He didn't even really, he didn't claim body or anything. Good tip there. Gallus is there. Garcia loses the joust by being in the net. Malu does a lot of great things. She's in the net a lot. It's just she gains body awareness on that tall frame. Yep. She's going to be great.
Yep.
And I know she doesn't joust a whole lot. That's
just creating some space at the net actually serves you better when you go up for those jousts and for blocks too.
Bolin sails that 5 feet over the end line. First service error for Rutgers, 13-11 now. Yeah, Iowa's had a hard time winning points on their own serve. Gallus, that ball might have been out too, but goes out to Jesuits. And she made a bad decision on trying to swing at that one. 13-12, Iowa back to within 1 again.
Got to keep this serve in for Gallus. Keep the momentum on our side.
Good ball there. Deerstead steps in, makes a great pass. Tipped over. Gallus pancakes. Meitzer, good push. Urquhart off the block and scores.
Great pancake by Gallus. Just when you think she's not there, she gets there. She's so fast.
It's funny, you watch players practice pancaking, and it's just such a lazy, slow move. She does a great job there. Good serve again. Right side swing from Kinkilla. Lombardi, Whittingstall. Urquhart tools the block again. That's exactly the same play we just saw. 14-13, Iowa has the lead.
Yeah, just catching that left hand of Dooley. She is not pressed over the net all the way. Really easily toolable hand there. And that's Urquhart's favorite swing, cross court.
Gallus with the float. Just gets it over. Kinkella takes it. Middle attack this time. Blocked. Hannah Whittingstall gets the best of Dooley. 15-13 Iowa leads, and that will lead us to the media timeout. We're on Big Ten Plus, but they decided they were going to have media. So a good run into the timeout. If the media didn't call it, Rutgers was going to call it here shortly. So I think Rutgers might have called it on the last one, except for the media timeout was a point behind. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. Every day, University of Iowa Healthcare is working to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. So 5 straight for Iowa, and it's a combination of Iowa doing good things, but they've probably more importantly, they stopped doing bad things.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just controlling what they can control on their side of the net, really. I mean, I feel like these teams are pretty well evenly matched. It's just going to come down to serve and pass, and right now Iowa is on top.
Yeah, where Iowa has really kind of stretched themselves out here. 4 blocks to Rutgers with none, so Iowa hitting 130, which isn't a stat they're going to pound their chest about and be real excited, but they're holding Rutgers now to a negative 105. 4 kills, 6 errors for Rutgers, and 4 of those 6 errors are Hawkeye blocks. So pretty good start at the net for the Hawks.
Absolutely.
Like I said, you look back to New Jersey, both teams had 14 blocks. So there was a lot of success going on the defensive side too, but Rutgers hit 216. And I was trying to just find the differences in these teams. I was kind of looking through the Big Ten stats, and as you might imagine, there's most of the stats. One team might be 15th and one team might be 17th or 13th, and they're relatively close.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa does do a better job of kills per set and then digs, so if they can kind of move it around there and give themselves a chance. Gallus comes out of the timeout. Good ball. Jesuits, bad pass. Little miscommunication there, and it'll actually fall. I don't know if that'll go as an ace or not, but 16-13, Iowa doesn't really care. It probably will be an ace, and that'll be one of the cheaper ones she gets all year. She knocks that one over. Better ball, but not great. Jesuits outside, off the block. Meitzer gets a hand on it. 8 players on the Hawkeye bench had a chance at it, but nobody that was actually on the floor.
I think Meitzer would want that one back. She was in the right spot there on the floor, just caught the outside of her hand as she reached for it.
6-0 run stops there. 16-14 Iowa. Deersted now to serve. Good flat serve. Lombardi, okay pass. Meitzler outside to Urquhart. Tools the block once again.
Three kills, tools off the block for Urquhart. Just love her swinging high and going for those high hands. They are not pressed over, so might as well use them.
At this point, I think she qualifies as crafty veteran.
Yes.
See if Malu goes back to the float. No. Off the tape, Deersted, good ball. Right side to Kinkella. Dug by Garcia. Slide to Whittingstall. Deersted with a good dig. Pushed way outside. Oh, that was a tough break. Deersted had no chance, but Whittingstall's timing was way off, and so when she hit the changeup, Whittingstall just ended up dragging it down in front of Urquhart, 17-15.
Yeah, that's a tough ball.
Kinkella now to serve. Good drop serve. Gallus dives and gets it. Meitzler goes outside. Urquhart tips. Kinkella steps in. Pushed all the way to the outside. Hawks catch a break there as Jesuits had an open net, and she missed wide.
Yeah, Meitzler goes, whew, thank goodness.
Yeah, Iowa jumped with the middle ball, and it was on the two side, on the right side of the floor, so there was nobody home on the left side. Jesuits didn't even have to hit it hard. She just had to put it over the net. Urquhart now, 18-15. Kinkella, bad pass. Deersted gets it. Jesuits off the nettle platform. Good ball, though. Whittingstall. Meitzler outside Deary.
Ball got a little behind her there.
So is that just a timing issue then? She's coming too fast or the set's coming too slow, one or the other?
Yeah, I think she maybe told Meitzler she wants that ball a little higher. She was on her way down and, yeah, just got behind it and couldn't really snap on top of it.
Dutton to serve, 18-16 off the tape. Whittingstall heads up play. Meitzler wins the joust. That's how you go up and joust.
The setters will always, always win those jousts.
Good push there from Jenna, 19-16. Alyssa Warden back into serve. Fires it down the line. Tight ball. Pushed all the way across. Boy, that's another one that Warden probably wants back as Hartman gets the kill. Was right at her. She was in the perfect spot. Just let it get off to her side and missed the platform. 19-17, Iowa still by 2. Georgia Lee back into serve. Gallus. Meitzler just tries to joust it. Gallus. Meitzler. Deary tips, and boy, that's a beauty.
Perfect tip right over the block.
And
just far enough behind the block to where they can't, step back and reach it, and the defender just can't get there.
The funny thing was Dooley, the middle, didn't go to block, but then she didn't go to dig the tip either.
Ooh.
And so you've got a person just,
yep.
I guess she didn't pay for a ticket, but she had a good spot to see all the action. 20-17, Iowa. Meitzler to serve. Good strong serve there. Tight ball again. Outside one-on-one. Garcia's in the net. I didn't even have to look back to know that was coming. You could just see her floating to the net as the block attempt came up.
Yep, her base is starting too tight to the net, so when she goes to do her blocking move and press over the net, she's kind of already on top of it. She just needs to create some more space for herself.
20-18, good topspin serve. Gallus, good ball. Gibson smashes it home.
Just a solid hitter, Gibson is. She always has just a heavy arm and just finds a spot deep in the court that's open.
21-18, timeout Rutgers. That's Gracie's third kill on 5 swings. She had 6 kills on 9 swings in Lincoln. Iowa just, at some points, had a hard enough time passing. They couldn't get her the ball as regularly as you'd want to with that kind of percentage. Hey, Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. So again, better offense for Iowa as they just continue to get a little hotter, hitting 194 now, 12 kills and 6 errors. Rutgers improving, 8 kills and 7 errors. The digs are even. Iowa leads the block battle. Haven't been able to really put Rutgers away here because of some of those service errors early. They weren't able to get separation.
Important 4 points here for the Hawks. It's time to finish first set on top, go in with some momentum into the second.
Yeah, you'd like to just keep building. I was talking to the Rutgers SID, and just one of those things that you feel like with 2 evenly matched teams and 2 teams that don't have a lot of winning going on. Iowa 8-8, Rutgers 5-10. That first set can really set the tone and just kind of say, hey, look, you're in for a long day, and if you can just kind of make a push here, finish it off. Don't let this run 25-23. Maybe win it 25-19, 25-20 instead. Lombardi floats it over. Bad pass. Dierstedt, good platform to Kinkilla. Blocked, covers herself. That'll get platformed over by Dierstedt. Lombardi, Meitzler, Gibson. One-handed dig. Good ball there. Kinkilla off the net. Blocked. She'll get another try, would be my guess. Tight ball. Goes over the block. Meitzler couldn't get her hand out of the way. I think it was in anyway, wasn't it? Or
I think it was, yeah. I think it was dropping in. Yeah, Meitzler kind of in the right spot, but yeah, I was just hesitating a little bit if that was in or out.
Felt like that ball was in. You could see the Rutgers back row pointing to Kinkella that you need to go over here to the right. 21.
Attack the setter.
Yeah, exactly. 21-19. Bolin to serve. Lombardi overpass. Hawks catch a small break. Garcia outside to Urquhart. Blocked onto the Rutgers side. I don't know that was full tool, though. You better be careful with that one.
Yeah, that one in between the seam there can get a little dicey, but she might be in Dooley's side a little bit. She has that going for her.
Iowa catches a break when that was Dooley that didn't really do anything with the free ball. Over the block and finds a spot there from Jesuits, 22-20. Teams just trading side outs at this point. Dierstedt back to serve. Sophomore libero, actually from Nebraska. Floats it over. Good ball. Meitzler, middle of Whittingstall. She's blocked. Gallus gets a cover. Boy, that's a tough ball for Urquhart. She's able to just get it in play. Oh, what a block. Jesuits tried to play a sneaky one. Blocked again. Snuck through Hartman's hands. Kinkella down the line. Touch out on Iowa, 22-21. All right, this didn't work out the way I'd hoped it would.
No, I know. Good defensive play by Iowa here, but need to find a way to pull away and score 3 more.
Rutgers will try to tie it here with Dierstedt serving again. Gallus, tight ball. Good kill there. I'm not sure how that's... Because Meitzler was a back row setter. If Hartman touched that ball...
It would be back row attack,
It should be a back row attack, but evidently...
Maybe she didn't touch it.
Maybe she didn't touch it. Hawks catch a break. 23-21. Garcia to serve. See if she goes to the float this time. Nope. Sails it long. 23-22. 4th service error in the set for the Hawks. I might have wanted to see the jump float there.
I think I would too.
Kinkilla to serve. She'll try to tie it for Rutgers. Gallus, decent ball. Meitzler all the way across to Urquhart. Off the block, and the Hawks can't cover. The tool finally busts up, 23-all now. And Coach Barnes will use his first timeout. We didn't get the momentum push we were looking for.
No, we did not.
The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is responsible for our community being home to countless amateur sporting events and state tournaments. From state volleyball, wrestling, tennis, and much more, the Sports Commission generates significant annual economic impact while adding substantially to our quality of life. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is a proud presenting sponsor of UI Women's Athletics. Learn more at wegotnext.org. And there's like a string of 6 or 7 words in there that are really long that make that super challenging for me to enunciate clearly as I'm going through. So 23-all as Rutgers gets their first block of the set. And again, it follows an Iowa service error. So just want to see. Now Iowa's got to stop it. Rutgers went on the run early following one of the Iowa service errors. So can we come out of this timeout and have Iowa put a stop to it and get the first set point of set 1? All right, we're not crunch situation here, but it's a pretty telling spot here. So you're going to have Urquhart, Meitzler, and Whittingstall. What are you running with this group? And Garcia in the back row. What are you going to run with this group?
I like Whittingstall on the slide. If it's a good pass and we're able to run the slide behind Whittingstall, kind of cutting it back cross court to zone 1 has been pretty automatic for her, and it's working against Rutgers. So I'd love to see that. Garcia's a little bit off right now, so I don't think I would go to her.
So even though Urquhart got blocked, you'd go back to her rather than go to the back row?
Yep.
Okay, I like the thought. See if we can just get a good pass and run the slide. Kinkilla hops forward, floats it over. Gallus. Meitzler goes out to Urquhart, and that ball's into the front row. Nice catch there by the young fan. Fires it to Coach Yale, and the Hawks have set point with Michelle Urquhart to serve.
That was a good swing by Urquhart. It was a really tight set, so she was able to still get on top of it.
Timeout Rutgers. We'll just stay here this time. That's Mickey's 6th kill. She's been really good for really all of the Big Ten season. I think if I read my game notes right, she's been double-digit kills now 5 matches in a row, and been rolling off some double-doubles because she's also then played good defense on the dig side.
Yep. Like you said, seasoned veteran. She's just doing it all for the Hawkeyes.
So do you remember that senior year? Was there and I know it's still a little early for that, but was there a countdown clock in your brain at some point that said, you know what, this is getting close to the end?
A little bit, yeah. It goes so fast, so it's hard to really remember match to match. But yeah, every match sort of felt like that senior year. Like, okay, we're getting close.
I assume road trips too. It's like, oh, this is the last time I'm going to be here, or the last time I'm going to be here.
Yep.
Obviously, we've got quite a few more matches here in Extreme Arena, but the last time that Mickey will get a chance to feast on Rutgers.
See if we can get an ace here.
That would be
That'd be a way to end it.
Good way to end the first set. 24-23 Hawks lead. Urquhart takes the deep breath, flips it down the line. Can kill a good ball. Jesuits blocked. Hawks get it not up in the air. Urquhart took a one-handed swing at it. Started to move it, but couldn't get it far enough. 24-all. We had a 30-28 set 2 weeks ago.
Hopefully this one doesn't go that long.
Jesuits to serve, so we must be running a little short on substitutions for Rutgers. She does not normally serve. Good ball there though. Gallus, bad pass. Deary, back row. Garcia rolls it over, uses Kinkilla. Middle attack is whiffed at. Whew. Hawks catch a break there as Hartman on a good ball in the middle. Maybe it was a little low.
Yeah, I don't know if it quite cleared the net.
Whatever she was thinking, the setter was not thinking. Alyssa Warden now will come in to try to get chance number 2 for the Hawks. Coach Barnes flagged down the down ref. Alyssa to serve. Knocks it over, bad pass. Can kill it from the back row. Good dig by Urquhart. Meitzler in a great rhythm. Deary blows up the back row. Deary tips it over. Kinkilla's there. Pushed all the way to the Jesuits. Dug up by Warden. Meitzler out to Deary. Through the block. Good dig there. Pushed outside again. Blocked, but out of bounds. 25 all.
These teams are just so evenly matched, point for point. The rallies are just getting longer and longer as the match goes on.
Especially as you get a little tired.
Yep.
Robinson now to serve. Urquhart. Bad pass. Uh-oh. Free ball coming over. Urquhart gets it just barely over. Push to the outside. Gallus on a ball that was probably out. Garcia. Deary. Good down ball there. She learned a lesson from early in the set. Kinkilla sails it long. Rutgers bench begging for a touch. Rutgers players on the floor saying no. She'll stay away from the challenge card. Iowa has another chance at set point. 26-25. Jenna Meitzler to serve. And you've got a funny rotation for Rutgers because they've got a couple players that aren't used to playing in the back row. Meitzler, good ball. And there it is, a serve. And the Hawks on the third try get the ace on Anna Hartman. And the Hawks take set one, 27-25.
That's what we wanted, but just came a few points later.
Yeah, the 25-20 would have been a lot better to say, hey, we're better. But, hey, we'll take it. 27-25, Iowa wins set one. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Melrose Meadows. Voted Iowa City's best retirement community. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you are in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty. For all your real estate needs, call 319-631-5455.
Hey, hungry? And your heart is ticking for chicken? Well, take a quick turn into Quickstar because we got
no ordinary chicken.
Yeah, go wild with wings. Next level super wings with trusty side-kicking sauces. Or let's talk tender. Quick chick tenders. Love me tenders. Love me some quick tenders. Ours are bigger, better, tastier. Or if you're feeling good old school comfort fried chicken, we got it. Hand-breaded, down homier than anywhere. Quickstar, saving your nuggets from ordinary.
From coin flip to final whistle, show your diehard passion for your Iowa Hawkeyes all season long with your favorite black and gold gear from Shields. Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from Niall Kinnick Stadium or from your living room with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Hawkeyes branded gear from the Shields Fan Shop. Visit us at your local Shields or Shields.com and let's cheer on the Hawkeyes. Shields, proud partner of Iowa athletics and football fans everywhere.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans alongside Reagan Coyle. Iowa, you get your wish. You said, I don't really want 30-28. You didn't get that. You got 27-25. And probably more importantly, you got an Iowa win in set one.
And an ace serve.
And the ace serve. You had asked for that a couple times earlier. But Rutgers running out of subs that really played in there as they had to drop back and serve receive and had people that are certainly not accustomed. I won't necessarily say not equipped to serve receive, but not accustomed to serve receiving Big Ten level. Iowa led by Michelle Urquhart, 6 kills as Iowa hits 195 in the first set. Just, again, pretty good balance for Iowa. 3 kills from Gracie Gibson, a couple from Whittingstall and Deary. You had 13 assists for Jenna Meitzler. 2 service aces, 4 service errors. Probably don't love that. And again, the timing seemed to be difficult as Iowa put a couple of those together. It wasn't, they weren't just evenly spaced through the set. One was really late in the set. 7 digs from Joy Gallus. Iowa ends up with 4 blocks all came really early in the set. And then Rutgers did a better job. Avery Jesuits, 4 kills. Alyssa Kinkella, 3 kills and 3 errors, which the 3 errors matches what she had in 5 sets in that first match. So Iowa doing a better job of identifying her and staying hands in her face and making her hit through 4 hands instead of 2 or 3. Jenna Meitzler to serve. Good ball right down the line. Bad pass from Hartman. Hartman will platform it over. Deary takes it. Meitzler. Gibson. Oh boy, good dig. Deary pushes it off Kinkilla's block and scores.
Another great swing by Gibson with her heavy arm. Defense couldn't handle it. Went over the net. Gabby Deary got a little tip over the net. Kind of a tool.
Yeah, that's one that's Gracie should get some version of an assist for because she set all that up. Meitzler's good, strong serve. Pushed outside. Kinkilla blocked push. He'll get another try from the left side. Blocked again. This time it goes to the Hawkeye side, and Deary slams it down, but it's dug up. Gallus, Meitzler, Gibson. Boy, that was low. That's hits 3 players. Kinkilla tips it over. Urquhart dives and gets it. That was really low to Gibson. Deersted gives it outside to Kinkilla. Blocked. Deersted covers. Ooh, right side swing this time, and Hartman hits it right into the antenna and the tape on the Rutgers side. 2-0 Hawks.
Really clean discipline by the blocking unit by Iowa. We had some errors kind of early and, throughout the first set, lots of net calls from Garcia, so she's staying really disciplined right now.
Meitzler goes cross court this time. Hartman, good ball. Middle attack. Dug by Gallus. Meitzler chases it down. Deary outside the court, high off the block. Deersted, good hand, but can't get there. 3-0 Hawks. Deary with 4 now. Nice job from Meitzler moving the ball around, too. She's been down the line. She came cross court. Seems like servers get a favorite and go one direction or the other. Right down the line this time. She keeps finding Hartman. Kinkilla from the right. Ooh, caught the line. What a great swing there. She went from the right side all the way over into the 1 corner.
Yeah, it was just a high swing. Hit a high snap on that ball, and she found some gray on the court.
3-1 Iowa. Lily Bolin checks in. She'll serve. Freshman setter from Ohio. Good flat serve there, but Gallus, good ball. Right side Garcia through the block and scores. Malu's been quiet, just her 2nd kill.
Yep. I was going to say I'd love to see her get going this 2nd set. I feel like she's just in a little bit of a groove. Just need a few kills to get her going.
Well, she had a career high 17. You'd think Rutgers probably made some adjustment on her, too, to say, hey, how do we slow her down a bit? Lombardi floats it over. Jesuits, good ball, middle of the floor. Kinkilla from the right, high off the block. Gallus is there. Meitzler. Urquhart tips, shoved right back down on her. Ooh, what a great spot there from Dooley. The whole Iowa defense had pulled to the left. Dooley up high above everybody, pushed it over into the 1-2 seam and scored.
Yeah, that set needs to be a little higher for Gibson to get on top of it and find her deep corner that she likes.
4-2 Hawks. Kenzie Deersted to serve. Lombardi, nice ball to Meitzler, dumps it over and scores. Crafty.
You don't see Meitzler dump all that often, so the blockers aren't quite ready for her to do anything with that ball, so she can catch them sleeping in one play or another.
If any team should be ready, it's Rutgers. That's how she won the match. Rutgers had scored a couple in a row. Gallus knocks it over. Deersted, great ball, middle of the floor, middle attack, block. Garcia runs through. Meitzler. Urquhart, sharp cross and scores. What a beautiful swing there.
Yeah, that was an amazing cross-court swing. Call that a 4-4.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive. Good sharp cross, thumb down, hits it inside the 10-foot line all the way over. 6-2 Iowa. Gallus, good float. Deersted runs up and takes it. Kinkilla, ooh, behind her. Goes through the block. Lombardi, Meitzler. Low for Whittingstall again, though. Kinkilla again. Blocked. Meitzler's there. Gallus steps in. Urquhart will get another try. Ooh, boy, blows up Bareilles, but gets it in the air. Kinkilla, good sharp cross. Meitzler, Gallus, comes back to Urquhart again. Off the tape. Diving play is tight. And Whittingstall goes up and gets it and knocks it down.
She made an effort there to just not get tight to the net. She went over just with her flat hands just to get a piece of that.
Because she had a short back row setter, and she didn't want to get caught interfering with her. 7-2, Iowa on top here in the second. Gallus goes sharp cross this time. Not a good ball. Dierstedt steps in, pushes it out to the left, through the block and scores. That's Jesuits. She's been pretty good. She's got 5.
Whittingstall just a little late to close on that block. She was kind of coming off the net as that ball was hit.
7-3. Kinkilla hops and fires. Gallus, good ball. Meitzler, right side Garcia. Misses long. Sometimes that ball gets tight for her, and it feels like she's just, her arm's got to keep going forward, and she just ends up pushing it out.
And she's so tall. She needs that ball a little bit higher so that way she can use her full vertical to get on top of that ball.
7-4 now, couple in a row for Rutgers. Kinkilla, great serve there. Boy, the bottom fell out of that one. Ace serve makes it 7-5, 3 in a row for Rutgers. Comes forward, does the same thing. Better pass this time. Low ball for Whittingstall. Garcia. She makes another error. And again, set timing just looked off.
Yeah, both of those sets I would say need some more height.
Rosa Vesti will check in. Seven, 6 now. Iowa still by 1. Bad pass. Whittingstall steps in. Good ball to Urquhart, though. And she misses wide. Saw this party in the first set. Coach Barnes will call the early timeout as Iowa's given up 5 in a row. And we're now tied at 7. All they've got to say is,
Yep.
Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 57 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kiddick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. I still don't have anything more to say about that.
It's tough with a team like Rutgers because you win the first set, you're feeling good. You know, you have a 5-point lead in the second set. You just can't get too comfortable with any team in the Big Ten. Rutgers will find a way, and they're just picking apart what they can on offense, and can't get too comfortable no matter the score difference.
Well, and I think the frustrating part if you're an Iowa fan is, okay, so you made it 7-2. You got an Avery Jesuits kill to make it 7-3. Fine, you can live with that. Attack error from Garcia. Okay, fine, it happens. Ace serve by Kinkella. Attack error from Garcia. Attack error from Urquhart, and none of those balls have been blocked.
Right.
So they've all just missed.
Yep, unforced errors.
And so you've taken a team that's having a hard time scoring points, and you're giving them points. And that's why you're 7-7 in the second, and we're 27-25 in the first. Kinkilla fires it over. Good ball to Meitzler. It was outside to Urquhart. Boy, that was a good play. They showed Whittingstall running that short ball again and shot it right over her head, and Urquhart's able to clean up from there, 8-7.
Yeah, that was a really fast ball. I love the low set for Urquhart because she's able to get on that ball a little quicker with her fast approach. But for the middles, we just need that ball elevated a little bit.
Rosa Vesti pops it over, catches the back line just barely.
What a great serve. Just painted the end line.
I was with Dierstedt. I thought it was long, and then watching it just kind of fell out of the air there at the end, 9-7. Third ace for the Hawks. Rosa goes at Kinkilla, not a good ball. Small collision, Jesuits through the block, dug by Lombardi. Whittingstall, not a great connection again. Ooh, dug by Lombardi, dug by Gallus. Whittingstall punches, good ball. Chase down. Jesuits will get a swing. Actually, she'll get a tip. Gallus is there. Meitzler, not a good ball. Kinkilla gets it. Ooh, Hartman slaps it over Gallus. I'm sorry, that was Robinson, and off the block and scores.
Smart tool shot by Urquhart. I think she wanted a better swing on that, but didn't have an option with the set.
10-7 Hawks. 9 for Mickey. And Vesti will serve again. Good serve there. Kinkilla, not a great ball. Jesuits off the floor, blocked off her head. And who was that? That was Bolin that just kind of jumped around, and all of a sudden it just fell in right in front of her when she jumped around.
She wasn't sure where it was.
So Hawks answer a 5-0 run with a 4-0 run of their own. Rosa Vesti to serve. Another good one. Jesuits, bad pass, ace serve. I see your 5-0, and I raise you a 5-0. 12-7 Hawks, timeout Rutgers.
It's going to be one of those.
2 ace serves for Rosa Vesti. I'm going to, after this fabulous read, I'm going to check and see that. I'm betting that's going to be a career high for Rosa. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by Molly's Cupcakes in downtown Iowa City for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. So yeah, I think, just highlighting, again, just the difference a little bit when you go back to the play-by-play. The 5-0 run for the Hawks have been a kill by Urquhart, an ace, a kill by Urquhart, a block, and an ace. So you're doing something. Mm-hmm. And so, the aces, I guess maybe you could argue, are a little helpful, although I think both of them have been great serves from Rosa. As the one just painted the back line, and that one dropped right in front.
Especially when they bring Jesuits back to pass. You can tell she's not very comfortable, and they don't normally have her back in the passing line. So she's a great target to go to. And with Vesti kind of over there in the one spot to serve down the line, it's a really tough serve to receive.
And I was wrong. Rosa Vesti had 3 ace serves on October 27th, 2023 against Rutgers.
Okay.
So
see if she can tie it here.
Yep, so she's got a chance to tie her career best in aces. But a nice job. I don't know. I don't think when I stalked you last week, I don't think you came off the bench a whole lot. But it can't be easy to sit there for what would have been at least 45 minutes and then pop in and say, hey, I need you to go do something great here.
Especially on the ice.
Kinkilla, hey, she's over the back row line. Yeah, that's a back row attack.
We had the clearest view of that right here.
Yeah, she was, the timing of that was way off, and then she went ahead and hit it anyway. So 13-7 Iowa. They try to get Coach Barnes' attention to challenge if we, but the down ref had it.
You were all over that.
Rosa goes sharp at Jesuits again. Didn't look good, but it's a good ball. Misses wide. Iowa with a touchdown, leads 14-7. Jesuits overpass, tipped over. Urquhart, Kinkilla, Jesuits. Bolin rolls it. Lombardi, not a good ball, but Meitzler does not win the joust. She wins the joust, but it got pancaked up. Whittingstall on the slide, off the block. Kinkilla, good hands. Jesuits. Boy, I might challenge that if I'm Iowa, but
I would too. I don't know if that pancake was up.
Coach Barnes is going to challenge. I think he's going to have to get attention because we've switched a couple subs in here for Rutgers already, so see if they let him have that.
Dane is on it.
It looked like it was down, but
I heard the play happen. I heard Dane say, I got that. He knew it might be challenged.
Never a doubt with Dane. As it stands, give Jesuits the kill, her 6th. Make it 14-8.
I didn't quite see it. There was a little bit of traffic on the court from Rutgers players, but I wouldn't be surprised either way, I guess.
It was a long ways across there, but first glance I thought it was down. And the weird thing about, of course, this is any part of the ball touches, it's down. But you know what, we see 2 challenge pancakes last week when we were here. Yeah, Iowa was celebrating already. They thought it was down on the Whittingstall slide. That didn't stand, so going to be inconclusive, which isn't terribly surprising.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised one way or the other.
Well, and that's where the call on the floor is so important, because if they call that the other way, Rutgers isn't going to win the challenge to get it reversed either. But as it stands, Allie Dutton to serve. Good strong ball at Gallus. Whittingstall makes no doubt with that one. Finally got the timing right on that one. I always had a hard time going kind of back middle.
Yep. I love her on the slide. As long as that ball is high enough for her to get on top of.
I mean, she's so athletic chasing that ball down.
Yep.
So good rotation there for Rosa Vesti, 15-8. Urquhart, bad pass. Whittingstall. Speaking of getting on top of one again, 16-8.
She just has such an aggressive net presence up there. She's up there with every joust and just finds a way to get on top of it.
Yeah, this serve's got to go at Jesuits again if you're Urquhart. Maybe go short, pull her up a little bit, make her uncomfortable. Actually goes at Deersted. Kinkilla. Urquhart, bad pass. Gallus chases it down. Can Garcia get it all the way across? She does. Oh boy, little miscommunication there. Worked out for Rutgers. Urquhart steps in, takes it with hands. Meitzler catches the back line from Whittingstall.
Great play by Gallus. She ran that ball down and was able to bring it back on the court. She just is everywhere.
17-8, Iowa leads. Rutgers uses their timeout. Got Gallus with 11 digs already. There's times where I think she's doing all the right things and she doesn't have really numbers to show for it. And then there's some matches like tonight where it's every ball's there, or she's showing the effort, hustle to get that second touch even sometimes where that there is no stat for that one, but it's you keep the ball alive, you give yourself a chance. And then give credit to Malu Garcia. You know, she got taken out of the front row. She's not a back row specialist, but yet she comes in, she gets the third chase down, gets the ball over, and Iowa's then able to come back and win the point.
Yep. Although there's not a stat for Gallus' second contact, it does, I feel like, spark the team a lot, especially when they end up winning the rally. I mean, it's because of her that those plays stay alive, and the team kind of rallies around her with that.
Well, and Rutgers came out of the challenge, and they were in their huddle, and they were pumped each other up, and they were trying to, trying to find a way to get back in it, and Iowa just immediately responds, scores 3 more in a row. I mean, Iowa's on a 10-1 run here. Rutgers had scored 5 straight to make it 7-all, and Iowa said, enough of this, let's just go get it. Have been able to now extend the lead and maybe flex a little bit.
Still, with a lead like this, it's important to keep your foot on the gas, and we still have a third set to play. So if they can score 5 points in a row and come back, they can do it again, and they can, try to do it again in the third set too. So it's important for Iowa to keep going and end the set strong. Yeah,
you want Rutgers to start thinking about what the post-game meal is.
Exactly.
You'd like to finish this up and just give them.
I think I might certainly think about what the post-game meal is too.
Urquhart to serve again. Floats it at Jesuits. Good ball. Right side Kinkilla. Garcia, Urquhart, Deary off the head and out of bounds. That's an interesting tool.
I think Kinkilla got a piece of that line too on her attack.
Yeah, she's been close on both of those.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter as Iowa gets the point anyway. 18-8. Deary with 5 now. See if she gets into the Jesuits' chest. She misses wide. She was trying. They're squeezing Jesuits onto that far sideline, so she doesn't have a whole lot of room to serve. She'd pulled her up, and so it made sense she was going to try to go back at her. 18-9 on the service error. 4 aces, 5 errors for the Hawks. You're getting a better ratio this set. Georgia Lee in to serve. Off the tape. And that'll go for an ace serve as it fell in front of Gallus. She spent a ton of time at the service line in New Jersey, so Iowa will need to get her off quicker now. 18-10. Gallus, good ball this time. Outside of Deary, blocked straight down.
Bit of a trap set there by Meitzler. Not much Deary can do with that ball besides maybe try to use the hands and tool it out of bounds.
Because it's probably the ball you want. Bareilles is a smaller setter, probably where you want to go.
Yeah, just needs some space off the net.
18-11. Urquhart, great ball. Outside Deary again, tips, covers herself. Whittingstall will give Deary another try and scores.
There's the ball. She has some space to turn that line if she wants to, but she can still go cross and around the shoulder blocker.
Well, you know all those middles are great setters.
Right.
As Whittingstall threw up that second ball for her.
And without the double rule now, they are all, in fact, amazing setters.
It's an important point for Iowa because, to your point, Rutgers was on a little run. Warden gets it right in Kinkilla's chest. Hartman off the net. Meitzler, Deary finds the floor. And Gabby's fired up. Love it. 20-11. Deary with 7.
She has a great seam in between the block, not to mention the shorter matchup out there, but Dooley is having a hard time closing the block as well.
Warden. Not a good ball from Hartman, but she'll get a swing at it from off the net. The triple was set up on her. Goes out to her again. Goes over the block and scores in front of a diving Garcia, 20-12.
Hawks are serving really well right now. Great placement on the court and also keeping some pace on it too, so Rutgers have been out of system a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that time you had Deary push all the way over on a left side hitter.
Yep.
and was able to set up the triple. Bareilles knocks it well long. Just the second service error for Rutgers, but couldn't have come at a worse time for them. 21-12 Iowa now.
We have Garcia coming into the front row.
See if the break does her good. Meitzler, good ball. Speaking of out of system, Hartman rolls it over. Deary, Meitzler, Garcia through the block and scores.
Just a good, hard, powerful swing from Garcia. I'd like to see her connect on one where she can get on top of it and kind of get a good bounce on the ball. I think that's what she wants to, but
Find that fire again by bouncing one. Meitzler floats it at Jesuits. I'm sorry, Hartman. Kinkilla off Meitzler and scores.
Meitzler's laughing a little bit. I think that might have been going out.
20.
Looked a little similar to the play earlier where she couldn't quite get out of the way.
Freshman's got to know the court's the same size. Lily Bolin to serve, 22-13 Iowa. Gallus, really good ball there. Great. Ooh, a little low again to Gibson, and she hits it right into the block.
Gibson does really well with those zeros, but that one just needs to be a little bit higher, even if it is a zero.
Shouldn't really, you mentioned before, there's really no space to work with there, and Dooley was right on top of her. 22-14, Gallus, another good ball. Try it again, a little higher, gets the bounce, 23-14.
That's the height you're looking for. She has room to hit that, either crossbody or wrist away, zone 1 or zone 5. And she was one-on-one too, which also helps.
We just feel like the fifth-year senior being able to see the floor has a good chance. Good ball that time from Jesuits. Kinkilla. Gibson was just a touch late on the block. Kinkilla with 6 now, 23-15.
Gracie was there on the block just high. And like you said, late, she just gets there and just, even if she is not going to close all the way, just press her hands over the net, she would have had that ball.
Kenzie Deersted fires it over. Oh, good strong serve. Meitzler Gibson. One-on-one again. This time she beats Natalie Robinson, and the Hawks have set point 24-15.
Can we end it on an ace again?
Not on the first try. Kinkilla tips. Gallus with a pancake. There's a challenge coming if Iowa wins this point. Jesuits off the net. Gallus. Whittingstall dug up. Jesuits sails it long. Not going to challenge. I thought for sure she was going to challenge that.
I thought so too.
She seemed ready to, but
maybe not worth it being down 9.
yeah, I suppose that's probably some truth in that. Iowa takes set 2 in a much more fun fashion, 25-15. Now lead 2-0. We'll take an extended break. Iowa up 2-0. You're listening to Iowa Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hey, hungry? And your heart is ticking for chicken? Well, take a quick turn into Quickstar because we got
no ordinary chicken.
Yeah, go wild with wings. Next level super wings with trusty sidekick and sauces. Or let's talk tender. Quick chick tenders. Love me tenders. Love me some quick tenders. Ours are bigger, better, tastier. Or if you're feeling good old school comfort fried chicken, we got it. Hand breaded, down homier than anywhere. Quickstar, saving your nuggets from ordinary.
From coin flip to final whistle, show your diehard passion for your Iowa Hawkeyes all season long with your favorite black and gold gear from Shields. Bring your best this year, whether you're cheering from Niall Kinnick Stadium or from your living room with your favorite jerseys, hats, collectibles, and Hawkeyes branded gear from the Shields fan shop. Visit us at your local Shields or shields.com and let's cheer on the Hawkeyes. Shields, proud partner of Iowa athletics and football fans everywhere.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Hey Hawks, Peyton Sanford here. Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa student athletes like me to support charities throughout Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
Hey Hawkeyes, this is Kirk Ferentz. Support Iowa's corn farmers by pumping up with Unleaded 88. Fuel your drive to the game with a clear choice at the pump. Unleaded 88 is cheaper, greener, and homegrown. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Let's go Hawks.
Hey, hungry? And your heart is ticking for chicken? Well, take a quick turn into Quickstar because we got
no ordinary chicken.
Yeah, go wild with wings. Next level super wings with trusty sidekick and sauces. Or let's talk tender. Quick chick tenders. Love me tenders. Love me some quick tenders. Ours are bigger, better, tastier. Or if you're feeling good old school comfort fried chicken, we got it. Hand breaded, down homier than anywhere. Quickstar, saving your nuggets from ordinary.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. Hawks lead 2-0 over Rutgers. Took the first 27-25, took the second 25-15. I'm John Evans with my buddy Reagan Coyle with me. Iowa hit 333 there in set 2. 17 kills, just 5 errors. Now hitting 260 on the match. Still holding Rutgers to 082 as Rutgers had just 7 kills there in set 2. I mean, at this point, it's just more of the same, right?
Yeah, that was a really fun set to watch. I feel like Iowa was just playing free and just having fun out there and playing together as a team. And they were just focusing on their side, and Rutgers, they were making all the errors. So, yeah, I would love to see it again, but I have a feeling Rutgers probably won't come out and spot Iowa 10 points again.
Yeah, both teams had, Rutgers had 35 swings, Iowa had 36. Both teams had 5 hitting errors, but Iowa had 10 more kills in the set. And really, Iowa only had 1 block in the set, so it wasn't like Iowa dominated the net that way like they did early in the first set. So just as you mentioned, good, clean volleyball, and I think the other side of it was Iowa hit their serving targets well. Even if they didn't ace the serves, they hit the targets where they were going, and they were able to get Rutgers into some off balance or out of timing swings, and was able to take advantage of that when they ran it back at them.
They also had lots of one-on-one opportunities on offense, which they took advantage of as well. Just kind of finding those seams in the block and finding the floor.
Rutgers serves it out of bounds to start the third set. So Iowa has gotten out fast in both sets, and then Rutgers has responded back in both sets. In the first set, they were able to respond all the way back to the lead. Second set, they were just able to push to a tie. Lombardi, good strong serve over the tape. Kinkilla, high off the block. Meitzler's there. Gallus behind Garcia, rolls it. Dug up by Borellis. Outside Kinkilla, dug by Lombardi. Gallus, Urquhart off the tape. Easy dig for Borellis. Kinkilla again has to tip. Garcia, Gallus, Urquhart. Good sharp dig by Dierstedt. Outside this time, Hartman finds the seam.
Garcia's block floated a little bit too far there. She was pressed over, but just got too far past the hitter.
Hartman had 4 kills on 14 swings in New Jersey. She's got 5 on 11 tonight, just not getting her the ball enough. Dutton goes down the line at Lombardi. Meitzler, middle to Gracie. She tips it. Kinkilla's there. Outside, Jesuits, sharp cut. Dug by Gallus. Off the net for Garcia. Rolls it over at Dierstedt. Kinkilla, high off the hands. Meitzler steps in. Gallus platforms to Garcia. High off the hands. Easy dig. Middle attacks punched over. Meitzler's there. Gallus uses back set to Urquhart and goes through. Boy, that's that sharp cross again. Jesuits, you kind of know it's coming, but you still you aren't ready for it to have that kind of velocity with that sharp of a cut.
And especially with it being an out-of-system ball like that, that's really good patience from Urquhart. She waits for that ball to drop all the way so she can get good timing on it. I love that swing.
Gallus goes cross court. Good ball. Right side, Kinkilla. Misses, catches the line. She's got 7 now on 29 swings. She's had to work a lot harder today for her action. Tied at 2. Dierstedt hops forward and fires. Lombardi, good ball. Meitzler. Urquhart tips. Good one-handed play. Good second touch. Jesuits pops it over. Lombardi. Meitzler. Garcia one-on-one. Closer to the bounce that you were asking for. It still didn't have quite the floor denting, but that was warmer.
It was. Yep, she was one-on-one, and it was a great swing. Lots of short tips from the Hawkeyes right now. Those deep corners are open. The defenders are playing more shallow now. I'd like to see them send it deep.
Garcia goes with the jump float this time. Middle attacks, blocked. That was Robinson that got blocked. She covered herself, but then she stood in the way and didn't let anybody else help her. As a freshman, you got to get out of the road. 4-2. Garcia with the jump float again, a little stronger this time, and that'll get into the Rutgers bench and go for an ace. Great hustle play from Jesuits. 5-2 Iowa. That's the funny thing with Malu. That jump top is so good, but her float when she's on with it,
it's very good too.
because she can put pace on it and get it to move. Not a great ball. Kinkilla finds a good seam again, and that's, again, I saw plenty of that 2 weeks ago where she never hit it that hard, but she always hit it in a good spot.
Yep, her placement is always on, and she finds a deep spot on the court, so it makes you second guess whether it might be in or out, or, you know, right there it was in between Lombardi and Garcia. They both hesitated.
5-3 now, Hawks. Bolin to serve. Gallus, okay ball. Meitzler, Urquhart off the net. Good strong swing, but dug up high, middle of the floor. Tipped, Lombardi overpasses it. Rutgers will get another try. Outside, Jesuits. Hawks can't get it up in the air. Good swing there. Avery Jesuits with 7. 5-4 now. Bolin again. Gallus, not a good pass. Nobody went for it either. Hawks off to platform it over. Outside, Jesuits again. Gallus gets in the air. Garcia gives Urquhart a good ball. Boy, she tools it off the block. And that's probably about as close to a Michael Jordan shrug as you'll see.
Yeah, I don't think she was planning on doing that. Her eyebrows are still raised.
There was a, if you're talking about game probability, there was a low probability that was going for a tooled kill, but it works for Mickey, 6-4. She has 11 now. Good strong serve. Deersted, though, great pass. And what a good hang there from Robinson. That's her first kill of the night. She struggled, but she did a really nice job going up and finding that one.
Not much you can do on that as a blocker. You're pressed over, you're ready for that ball. But Robinson just got the last piece of it as Deary was coming off the net.
Jesuits to serve now, 6-5 Iowa. Oh, good float, Gallus. Meitzler, Whittingstall slide, blocked and no cover. Boy, Garcia had pressed all the way up. She was a step in front of the 10-foot line, and
the ball ended kind of right where she was.
Yeah, that's tied at 6. Whittingstall's first hitting error. Gallus, Meitzler, Deary through the block and scores. If I remember right, I'll look it up here real quick. Robinson had 10 blocks against Iowa in the first matchup. But boy, she's not pressed very well tonight.
She is not, no.
And
neither is Dooley. Yeah, their middles are both struggling.
Warden drops that in front of Deersted. Gibson takes it on the overpass. Gibson on the slide, tips. Rutgers finds a way to get that in the air and over. Meitzler just slaps it back over.
She gives the thumbs up as she turns around. I love that.
Hawks are having some fun there, 8-6. Unconventional, we'll call that. Claire Emerald's been doing a little bit more in practice. Warden, good strong serve. Tight pass again, goes outside, tipped off the block. Deary with one hand, she overran it. She kind of knows that. Boy, she did a lot of good there and almost read it too well.
Mm-hmm. Got behind her.
Give Hartman the kill, 8-7. Georgia Lee. But Claire's been moving better, and chance that she might be back soon. See how Coach Barnes plays that. Gallus overpass. Meitzler tried to one-hand push it over the net and unfortunately got her hand caught in the net. 8-all.
Yeah, if she didn't touch the net, she did win that joust one-handed.
She lost a couple of those against Nebraska. I don't know if that's a winning play most times. Lee again. Gallus High ball, middle of the floor. Back row Garcia off the block. One-handed punch. Oh, boy. That's one of those trap sets there to Hartman. And Iowa was on top of it. It can still be a trap set, but the block still has to do their job.
Yes, they were pressed over and ready. That was a roof.
Meitzler and Gibson did the job there. 9-8 Iowa, 7th block of the match for the Hawks. Oh, boy. That's a couple of oh boys from me in a row as Meitzler hits that one right in the net. Not even a tape and roll back down on the Iowa side. That was punch.
A bad low toss.
That was punch Dooley in the face, going right straight through the net as Dooley stood there and watched it coming. Serve comes over from Bareilles. Urquhart, great ball. Meitzler, middle to Gibson. Bareilles had a business decision to make. She just tried to protect everything important and let the ball bounce. 10-9 Iowa.
Just another solid Gibson kill. She's just she's a pretty stoic player, but she's got that heavy arm and just lets her kills do all the talking.
Lombardi. All right, that one hit the tape and fell back to the Iowa side. So a couple of errors in a row. 5 aces, 7 errors now for the Hawks. We're tied at 10. You're hitting 253 and your opponent's hitting 212. Make them run offense at you. Punched over by Dutton. Lombardi, Meitzler, Urquhart blocked. Hawks don't cover. Dooley and Kinkilla, and it's 11-10 Rutgers.
Starts with a good pass. Out of system play there for Mickey. It's a tough ball for her. She did her best to kind of get a high snap on that. Didn't quite get lucky enough with the tool.
Lombardi eaten up, so another not good pass. See what Urquhart can do this time. Dierstedt diving play. Goes all the way across. Jesuits dug by Gallus. Meitzler dumps. That ball's pancaked up. That ball's tight and outside the floor. Meitzler gets a dig. Gallus. Urquhart. Ooh. Went with the change up and missed. 12-10.
Like I said earlier, those short tips aren't quite working as well as they did in the beginning. And the deep corners are open for them. So like I said, I'd love to see them send one of those tips deep to zone 1 or zone 5.
Good short serve. Lombardi diving play. Off the net again for Urquhart. Catches the lines. Boy, Hawks catch a break there. Third not great pass in a row, but they're able to side out this time.
Good change up by Mickey. Instead of trying to tool the block, she just kind of roll shots over.
Well, that was almost what you were asking for down there in that deep one corner. Gallus knocks it at Dutton. Middle attack, blocked. Hannah Whittingstall wins on Krista Dooley.
She was up really early on that ball. She had some hang time up in the air, and you know, at least she was pressed and she got the block. That's all that matters.
It's like she read the playbook and knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Gallus knocks it at Dierstedt. Good ball this time. Kinkilla blocked again. Bareilles steps in and takes it. Dutton pushes it outside. Jesuits high over the block. Catches the back line. Lombardi was there. Thought it was going to be out.
I thought it was going to be out too.
It was like Vesti's drop serve earlier that just
died.
It had no momentum. Wind hit it. The air conditioning pushed it back. 13-12 Rutgers. The paintbrush. I like it. Tried to get Coach Yale to put on the microphone. Boy, Lombardi, she's had happy feet on the last 4 or 5 serves, and she gets aced that time, and I was going to squeeze her out in serve receive here. 14-12. 4th ace serve for Rutgers. She's just not getting her base set.
Yeah, those serves are catching her kind of high.
Dierstedt floats it at Gallus. Meitzler to Garcia. Boy, I always lose. Those are the hardest ones to tell. That the Rutgers block drug it right down on their side.
Yeah, Garcia's reaction, I wasn't quite sure what side it landed on being at this angle.
14-13 on the Garcia kill. Floats that over, overpass. Whittingstall hits it off the block and scores. 14-all.
I really like Garcia's float now that she's kind of in her groove a little bit.
Whittingstall with 7. Hits her spot again at Jesuits. Right side to Kinkilla. Through the block. Dug out by Garcia. Meitzler fights through traffic. Urquhart. Good dig from Dutton. Jesuits tips. Lombardi's there. Decent ball. Meitzler pushes it all the way across. Urquhart inside the floor. Tips and scores. Net call anyway.
It's a good push by Meitzler to get that all the way out to the pin there for Urquhart. Urquhart was a little early on that ball, but she found a way to find the floor with a tip.
13 kills and 5 digs for Mickey. Hawks lead the TV timeout 15-14. Express Midwest is Iowa's locally owned and operated ground transportation specialist who have served Iowa City for more than 37 years. With a selection of chauffeured black cars, limos, sprinters, and buses, they have solutions for all your transport needs. Check out their website at expressmidwest.com. Is that how you got here today? The chauffeured limo town car?
I wish I was my own chauffeur today. In the gravel parking lot out back.
Gravel parking lot out back.
Yep.
They had the door locked on you, so you weren't able to get in that way.
Didn't have me on the list.
Had to outrun security when you got through the list. Good thing you're still athletic enough to run past the Permar people.
Yeah.
15-14 Iowa. So Iowa, again, running good offense this set. 10 kills, 4 errors, hitting .222, hitting .250 on the match. Still holding Rutgers to 105. Rutgers a little better in this set, 182. But yeah, a lot of digs. Boy, Joy Gallus, 16 digs so far. To your point of she's been a little bit of everywhere and not only gotten balls into the air, but a lot of them have then been good passes. Iowa's been able to transition and run offense out of that.
Yeah, as long as she's able to take some balls on serve receive. Obviously, if you're Rutgers, you're not trying not to serve to Gallus, but she is so aggressive as a passer and as a defender. She wants to take those balls and take as many as she can. So her teammates trust her. She trusts herself, and I just love how she's a leader out there on the court for the littles.
But I think you're going to see Iowa squeeze serve receive again, and you'll see Mickey and Joy take a lot of those balls. They'll have maybe a 2.5-person serve receive, but I think they're going to try to take a lot of them. Malu Garcia's given the Hawks the lead again. She'll serve another time, 15-14. Good serve, drops right in front. It's going to have to be platformed over, but boy, actually wasn't platformed over. I thought it was going to be great from Jesuits where it just curls over the net, but instead
didn't quite make it.
A little too fine and gives Iowa a cheap point. It's one of those where just make Iowa win the point if you're Rutgers, but Garcia knocks it at Jesuits again. Another not great ball. Kinkilla blocked, covered by Dutton. Jesuits blocked onto the Iowa side. Kick save and a beauty by Meitzler.
Could have been good.
16-15. I've seen a couple of those here in the last 2 or 3 matches. Gibson smashed one off a Nebraska foot that bounced over onto the Iowa side. Was it Washington that kicked one up and scored?
Oh, yep.
Bolin. Good ball from Gallus. Slide to Whittingstall. She tips. Catches the line. Boy, that was well placed.
Ooh. Couldn't see from our angle here, but must have been close.
Yeah, that was full support blocking us. 17-15. Whittingstall with 8 now. She's got 5 blocks as well. She's had a hand in 5 of the 8 Hawkeye blocks. Urquhart knocks it over. Good ball. Goes outside behind Jesuits off the block. Meitzler stops her feet. Deary has to tip. Pushed outside Jesuits. Misses the end line long. No touch called. And that will draw a challenge from Coach Sweihofer. I don't know. I couldn't see the net. Garcia dove for it. She didn't touch it. I don't know what happened to the net.
I didn't see the net call either.
18-15 on the Jesuits hitting error. Counting on you. You're my Dane eyes now. Jesuits does lead Rutgers. She has 9 kills, 5 digs.
I think Whittingstall got a piece of it.
Okay. He hasn't come to that conclusion yet.
That's why I said I think.
Oh, yeah, you were right. So we'll get the reversal. And that'll make it 17-16 on the reversal. So good challenge there. So she'll keep it. She still has 2 challenges. Rutgers confirming the server now. Dutton knows she comes out, but we're just making sure. So Hartman will check in for her. Jesuits back to serve. So give 10 kills now to Jesuits. She's up to double digits. Hitting 179. It's been a little bit of work for her. A lot of high volume to get there. And Iowa's made her work in serve receive as well. Although that's an ace serve, and we're tied at 17 as she fires that off Gallus. The 5th ace serve for Rutgers. They haven't handily won serve and receive, but they've kind of won it, at least on just pure the numbers side of it.
Yeah, this set especially.
Good serve there. Urquhart, Meitzler outside to Deary, off the block. Whittingstall gets a hand to cover. Deary will get another try. She kind of tips that one, dug up by Bolin. Blocked, covered by Deersted. Off the hands, Garcia gets a dig. Outside, Deary has to just, not sure what that was. Punched it over. Oh, how about a lift? Come on. Gallus with a dig. Urquhart. Deary tips and misses. How? The down ref called the lift. He gave the signal for a lift. She used 2 hands. 18.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
18-17 Rutgers. She covered herself and used 2 hands to lift it up. That is a terrible call from the up ref. His down ref made the call and he waved it off. 18-17 Rutgers, 3 straight. Floats it over at Urquhart. Good ball to Meitzler. Whittingstall slide through the block and scores. And now if you're Iowa, you've got to get rid of all of that because it doesn't matter.
It's 0-0. Yep, we're at 18.
Shake off all of that stuff. It just has no bearing. 18 all. Alyssa Warden in to serve. Coach Yale still mumbling to himself. This is the hot mic thing that he warns me about. Warden, good strong serve. Bad pass. Off the block. Urquhart gets the dig. Gibson covers herself. Deary takes a swing. Love it. Goes over on 2 and scores. Gabby with 9. It's 19-18.
That's a smart swing by Gabby. Defense isn't ready for her to take a swing on that second ball. She had enough space. It was high enough. She thought, why not?
So see if Warden goes down the line at Jesuits here as they switch the serve receive up a little bit. She does. Good pass, though. Outside. Hartman tips. And the Hawks get it over. Outside. Hartman off the block. Warden. Meitzler. Deary's blocked. Out of bounds. Hawks lead 20-18 off the Deary tool. Gabby in double figures now. She has 10.
The lucky tool kind of close there on the sideline. But still a great swing. I love that she's still swinging away. And, you know, the tips weren't working early, so they're switching it up. They're swinging away more, and I like that aggressiveness.
Is that the tool that you basically took the swing at, and then when it goes like 2 inches out, you go, yeah, I knew that. It was
exactly.
Out. It was out all the time.
That was the plan the whole time.
I knew what I had there. When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. Every day, University of Iowa Healthcare is working to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org. So 20-18 now. Iowa leads the 3rd set, scored 3 in a row. Lead the match 2-0. Took the first 27-25. Actually cruised for the first time in Big Ten play, 25-15 in the second. And now we've had another one of those you punch, I'll punch. Okay, you punch twice, I'll punch 3 times. Back and forth sets.
Yeah, these 5 points are huge for Iowa. we're seeing a Rutgers team that's not ready to quite give up right now. So.
Yeah, I mean, Rutgers at 5-10. And I hate to bring this back up. You saw this a little bit from Iowa. Iowa fought last year, even though the record wasn't anything that anybody wanted. This Rutgers team continues to play and compete, even though they've struggled a little bit this year in Big Ten play. They took after Iowa beat them in 5 sets, they went to Michigan for the first time ever. They won 2 sets at Michigan. Unfortunately for them, they won the first 2 sets and then got reverse swept back. But they were competitive there.
Yep.
Warden right down the line, ace serve right in front of Jesuits.
I was hoping that was going to make it over the net. It looked like it might catch it.
It was close. Kinkilla comes back in. She'll come in now for Bolin. That'll basically give them, she's going to serve, receive, and it'll also give a back row option for them. 21-18. Good ball from Deerstead. Pushes it across, high off the block. Deary gets a hand. Warden can't get all the way there, though. 21-19. Deary's been great at reading that play, but those tips have been then, unfortunately for her, going almost behind her when it's tipped or when it comes off her hand.
Yeah, it's kind of an unlucky contact before she's able to make a play on it.
Georgia Lee into serve. Again, she's one of those that's given Iowa trouble this year. Gallus, great ball to Meitzler, outside Deary. And that's how you fix that problem.
Another great powerful swing by Deary. Like I said earlier, she's just swinging with no fear. She gets fired up after her swing. Her teammates get fired up with her. I love it.
Hawkeye outside's hitting 258 and 280. It's
pretty solid for
pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
Jenna Meitzler to serve. Knocks that one over. Good ball. Goes to the outside. Big high swing. Gallus is there. Garcia. Collision with Meitzler. She takes second ball. Garcia clears herself enough to swing it through the block. And Iowa are 2 points away from the sweep, 23-19.
Got lucky with the tool again there on Dooley. Dooley has just been struggling all night to press over the net. She's an easy target up there. I don't think Garcia was intending to tool that block the way she did. I think she was just snapping high to get it over, but worked out for the best.
Yeah, I was just looking back. Dooley only played in 1 set the first match. Zora Hardison started for them last time, so she had 5 kills and 5 errors, so it wasn't like she was fantastically great.
Yeah.
Dooley, though, 3 kills, 3 errors, 3 blocks, so she really the trade hasn't hurt or helped really at all. And, and to your point, it feels like Iowa's really been able to take advantage of both middles today. Rutgers, after having 14 blocks, only have 5 today. So,
which is not something you're going to see in the rest of the Big Ten. A toolable middle. So, kind of a rare opportunity to at least take advantage of what we can.
Yeah, you want to feast while the feasting is good. Joy Gallus up to 18 digs here in the 3-set match, so outstanding play from her. Meitzler and Garcia 6 apiece. Michelle Urquhart has 6. Iowa 2 points away, 23-19 here in the third. Jenna gets the all clear, fires it down the line. Good ball. Off the net, comes outside to Hartman. Off the block, covered. Deerstead, boy, that ball's tight. But she's able to tool the block. Garcia just didn't quite get her hands turned in.
Yeah, she was up high on that ball. She has a great vertical, but just need to press inside the court.
23-20. See if Ohio can just side out and finish this up. Bareilles knocks it at Gallus. Great ball to Meitzler. Middle to Gibson. Those are fun.
There's Gibson. My favorite swing of hers, crossbody to zone 1. It's almost automatic as long as she's one-on-one. The defender just can't get it up.
Yeah, her 1-2 seam. I think the only time I've seen her really get stopped there was when she hit the defender's foot and it ricocheted over. 24-20, Lombardi knocks it over. Good pass from Hartman. Right side, Kinkilla. Blocked, and that'll do it. 25-20, Iowa wins the third and get the sweep. So I had my buddy John Leo, Sports Information, do a little Hawkeye research. The last Iowa sweep in the Big Ten play was in 2022, so it wasn't as long as it might have been. Iowa swept Rutgers in 2022 as well. And then the other question I asked, which was a little bit more strategic, was when the last time Iowa was over 500 in Big Ten play, 5 matches into the season. And you played on that team.
Really?
2016, you guys started 0-2, and then you ripped off 5 straight wins to get to 5-2.
Okay.
So you were actually over 500 7 matches into the Big Ten season. So
okay.
Iowa moves to 3-2 on the Big Ten season, 9-8 overall. And we'll be right back here tomorrow at 6 o'clock, where Iowa takes on a small step up in competition as they get top 10 ranked Purdue tomorrow night.
This was a fun one.
Should
really
be.
fun to watch. I feel like the girls had fun out on the court tonight and just played really clean volleyball.
Coach Barnes just came right over. I love it. You got me, Coach?
Gotcha.
Congratulations first and foremost on the win.
Thank you.
First Big Ten sweep since 2022 against Rutgers.
Okay.
First time Iowa's been over 500 5 games into a Big Ten season since 2016.
Okay. That's a good trend.
Good trend, positive start. It felt like the first set was really important because you really, statistically when you looked at it, you really outplayed them, but yet it came down to a 27-25 set.
Yeah, we gave them 14 points in that set. So we were scoring for both teams. Malu struggled in that. As a freshman, she really looked like a freshman in that set. But I stayed with her to let her work through it, and she came back and played well to finish. But we talked all week about how well we've been training and that we're Iowa 2.0 from the last time we played them. 2-point sets, we win in 5, but we're better. We kept telling our team we're going to start faster. We're going to get on them. We're not going to let up. We're not going to have mental breaks. And that's going to be the 2.0. And we're going to get the ball into Gracie more and more. And so those things that we had been working on in the week really showed up, to help us pull away.
Well, your middles, 16 kills on 36 swings with just 2 errors, so they were fantastic.
Yeah.
But honestly, your outsides were really good. Michelle Urquhart, 13 kills again, hit 258, and Gabby Deary, 11 kills, hit 280.
Yeah, both of them did so well. Michelle's just been on a tear. She just sees everything so well, and they decided not to serve her because the few balls they did serve her, she passed them perfect. They were literally serving our libero because of how well Michelle's been passing. So that, they've done such a good job in that 2-man serve receive. But we talked all about working harder and smarter, and we talked about being a 2.0, just keep incrementally getting better. And so this game gives us a lot of that validation.
Let's go back to Malu for just a second. Got off to a slow start, a couple kills, but a lot of errors.
Yes.
Couldn't get the big high jump serve in. Took her out. Rosa came in and I don't want to forget Rosa. She serves up a couple aces and does a fantastic job in her little rotation.
She might be player of the game.
Yeah, because she really kind of helped
broke it open.
Yeah, she really helped turn it around there as she served the big serving run. But then Malu comes back in, and she comes back in as a back row specialist, and I use the air quotes there.
Yeah.
And there was a play that was like a one-hand dig. Joy chases it down, and it's going over the inline, and Malu goes and chases it down. So the thing I took from that was she didn't pout that she got benched.
Right.
She was still playing hard, and she ends up, again, not the hitting percentage she wants, but 6 kills, 6 digs. She had a couple aces. She had a couple of assists.
Yeah.
So she really kind of righted her ship around. You'd like it to happen faster, but she really righted her ship around nicely.
She did. And we talked about, do we just keep Rosa in? Rosa was playing great. But I go, no, giving the freshman a break, come back in, let's see if she'll rebound and fight back for it. She did. And she had at least 3 kills there down the stretch that were really good and got us back, got her back into the game.
And I'm not sure if 274 is going to be a season high or not, but I know it is in Big Ten play.
Right.
Anything, it seemed like we talked about the team tooled the block well. They seemed to see where the block was. I mean, you maybe gave away a couple points that you kind of pulled your hair out and was like, all right, what were you thinking there? But really, a lot of good decisions from a lot of different hitters.
Yeah, the second, third set we played way cleaner, smart, and we talked about, if we won't be winning 2-point games. When we did not play smart and made too many errors, it was a 2-point game in the first set. So just, we're learning.
Yeah, I mean, 274, you held Rutgers to 117. There were times where Reagan and I were talking, I said, if Iowa makes Rutgers score points, then I think Iowa's going to be in pretty good shape.
Yes, and then, just to slow down Kinkilla. Last time we played her, she had a career-high 30s kills, it felt like. But we really did a good job on her. We slowed her down, and we've been working on that all week. So the girls, I know, were really pumped to slow her down.
Yeah, she had 8 kills and 39 swings and 5 errors. She had 3 errors in the first set, which was all she had in the 5-set match in New Jersey. So,
right.
So it was a much better defense. I'm going to let you go celebrate because you're going to have kids looking for autographs. So I don't want to get yelled at by Mickey again. Congratulations,
Thank
Coach.
You, John.
We'll see you tomorrow. Coach Jim Barnes of your winning Iowa Hawkeyes. So Iowa moves to 3-2 on the season with a straight set win, and I don't know what you could hear Coach Barnes say, but the nice part was when Iowa got out of their own way and focused on their own business, they were able to score points in bunches and didn't let Rutgers get after them.
Yeah, it felt like the first set was just a lot of unforced errors, and like you said, the Hawkeyes kind of getting in their own way. So as soon as they played their own game and just worried about their side of the net, and it was just automatic for them. And Rutgers had a few runs there where they climbed back in it, but really proud of the way Iowa played and didn't let them come back and take a set and take another set. They finished it in 3 with authority.
Now, Iowa leads the kill battle 49-31, and actually Iowa had 1 less hitting error. So good job there once Iowa cleaned it up. 9 blocks to 5. Iowa won that side. Serve receive for the way it felt bad at times probably ends up being a push. Iowa has 7 aces and 7 errors. Rutgers has 5 aces and 3 errors. You're just going to want to see Iowa's serve receive maybe be a little bit better, especially as Purdue comes in tomorrow night. But, Iowa wins the block battle, wins the hitting percentage by, again, I don't remember what the Puerto Rico numbers were or some of those early season numbers were, but I don't remember seeing a number where Iowa won the hitting percentage battle by 160 points.
Yeah. Yep. They were solid. They kept swinging away. Like I said earlier, kind of lots of one-on-one opportunities that they took advantage of every time, and were able to find the open spots on the court and use some of those tools, opportunities that they could, and look to see a really strong Purdue team come in here tomorrow, where we probably wouldn't test Raven Colvin's block in the middle if I were them.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You were talking about a toolable block out of a middle. Iowa will not see that tomorrow. They will see a block that's listed just. I think her hands might have "return to sender" written on the tape. If you're not careful, she's not only one of the top big blockers in the Big Ten, but one of the top blockers in the country. So Iowa will have perhaps a slightly different approach to how they do it. But to your point early on, Iowa did a lot of good things. They used a variety of kills. It wasn't just, oh, hey, here's what I'm pulling out of the toolbox today and I'm using it. There was the tip early, and when Rutgers did make an adjustment, Iowa went maybe to a deep push or a roll shot to the corner, and then they used the middles well. You had 16 kills out of your middles, and they did a good job rolling those on slides, and then just Gracie Gibson straight bouncing them.
Yeah, it was really good to see the middles get involved, and that just goes to show we were in system a lot. We had lots of good passes. We were able to, keep the middles going and then really create a balanced offense and have a lot of options as well.
Yeah, 36 swings out of your middles. I mean, you're doing something right to get them that many opportunities. So we'll do this again tomorrow, right?
Let's do it.
6 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be right back here. For Reagan Coyle, I'm John Evans. Thanks for listening. Iowa sweeps Rutgers 3-0 to move to 3-2 in the Big Ten, 9-8 overall. Have a great night, and we will hopefully see you tomorrow after an Iowa beats Washington in football. We'll be right back here for Iowa-Purdue volleyball. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar. Go Hawks.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.